Newsham. Pass is cut out, followed by Brown. Silver Almqvist will charge forward. Nice touch towards Joy Amewa. Rides that challenge very well. Charges on and has played a pinpoint pass to find over Almqvist. It's Almqvist on goal. It's the side netting she hits. Very close from Almqvist. Now again, good challenge from the informed Ciara Flannery. It's a lovely turn from Karen Moyer, and that is a brilliant ball to find Jodie Hutton left-hand side. Hutton's ball is cut out by Brougham. Fitzgerald, oh, it's a belter! 19 minutes in and Charlton lead, thanks to a brilliant Lucy Fitzgerald goal. Last week her strike was athletic, that is emphatic. Brilliant goal from Fitzgerald, and Forest's good start is undone. With a perler. Hutton's free kick. Lofts it forward. Not an out of play by Eberhead. Cyber just letting it go. Really has started to rain heavily in the last few moments. It's really come out of nowhere. Fabio Roque will go across for a quick word. It's Trevor Almqvist, he's just given a quick word too. Hutton will get the chance to take the corner. Hutton's ball in. It's bounced through, it's bounced off the head of Lucy Fitzgerald, who's got 2 goals in 4 minutes. She didn't know much about that one, but it bounces off her, and Charlton lead by 2. 23 minutes in. Almqvist. Mustaki launches it forward. Pianrose nods it down. Boyhalorka doesn't get hold of it. Disappointing for Chantal Boyhalorka. Bad miss. Almqvist. Chantal Boyhalorka. In doubt, right across to deal with it. Forest have started the second half very well. Mustaki in support if required. Corner will come in. Flick toward goal, still bouncing around. Amewa just put it wide. Leaning back, it was always going to be difficult. And Dowd as well too. Forest have absolutely controlled this second half. They've just not found the breakthrough. Murphy. Alana Murphy's had a good debut here. Harris Brown, another of the January signings. Boyhalorka, ball in, it's actually almost found its way in. Off the Sophie Whitehouse post. Not entirely sure that's what Boyhalorka meant. Almost fell for Forest though. Harris Brown again. Boyhalorka. Eberhead wants it, not going to get it, into danger. We'll come back toward Eberhead. Now left-hand side. Lovely turn from Leanne Kiernan. Rogers. Up towards Boyhalorka, who steers it in towards Eberhead. The flag is up. It will not count. A nice move. Boyhalorka just strayed too far. Rogers just stood it up beautifully. And head did well as well. It wouldn't matter. Ball into a dangerous position, flick towards goal, it's flicked away for a corner. Swung in toward the back post. Harris Brown will chase it. Launch back forward from Forest. Boyhalorka, very good stop from Whitehouse. Should have seen that late. And she stopped it really, really well. Great reactions. Headers putting pressure here on Newsham, who's just switched to this side. Rachel Rowe. Oh, that's a brilliant switch of play to Kiernan on the right-hand side. Leanne Kiernan onto the left boot. Is Leanne Kiernan? It's wide of goal. There's a few who thought that was in. What a switch from Rachel Rowe, though. Brilliant ball. Kiernan just couldn't steer it past Whitehouse. Charlton will remain, it seems, unbeaten. And they are unbeaten. It finishes Nottingham Forest 0, Charlton Athletic 2.
Carly, a disappointing loss there, but I think a performance to really be proud of as a fan watching there. What did you make of that?
Yeah, the performance was probably our best since coming into the WSL2, and right up there with one of the best performances of the season. I think I couldn't have asked more from my players. We wanted to see the defensive duels. They were there. We were connected. We were recovering. You know, I think we were really dominant all over the pitch, both defensively and offensively. The new players have added a level of quality to what we've already got. The only thing we didn't do today was put the ball in the back of the net. But the message to the girls, if you play like that every week, there's no reason why we don't go on a good run of our own now.
I guess from your point of view, assuming that there would have been a lot of conversations after Birmingham City last week, you must have demanded a lot from them in training, and of course you've got the new faces to also gel within the team. Is it a real positive of how much they would have taken that on board and came into this game with the grit and determination that they did?
Yeah, I think Charlton are a very good side. You know, they're not at the top of the league for any reason. They're hard working, and you have to be competitive with them. The duels today were, I think, the best that we've seen them, and that has to be a bare minimum. You know, that has to be consistent. I've just said the consistency in this league is what's key. But it was such a positive response this week in training. The girls were at it. They were, I think, thriving off new players being in as well. They've added a level of quality and some great characters that's lifted the mood as well. And what a response. You know, all that we've not got today is the result, but the performance was outstanding. And I'm so pleased with my players. The response from last week, but also just the quality that they've shown on the pitch today. Brilliant.
I know you've touched on it a little bit there, but we got to see 4 of the new signings on the pitch today. And in terms of the 2 fixtures that they got given to start off their time here at Nottingham Forest, they weren't the easiest, were they? How great is it for you to see this gelling happening at this pace? And I guess how optimistic does that make you look for the next half of the season?
Yeah, I think, you know, you have to look at where we started at the beginning of the season. 15 new players. We've just added another 7 in the January window. We're doing things thick and fast. And, it does take time to gel. But what we are is, well coached, well organised. We have unbelievably talented footballers in the building. And I think if we can perform like that, we're really going to be a force to reckon with. So, we just we get back to the training pitch now. We prepare for a game against Sunderland, and hopefully if we can rectify that performance, I'm positive that we'll come out with points.
In terms of Sunderland, you've got that game away and then you have got quite a long break until the game to follow. But what are you expecting from that trip away?
Yeah, another game where you've got to be, connected, defensively disciplined. It's similar style to Charlton in some ways. So we need to replicate our defensive responsibilities, our duels, our reconnects, getting around first, second balls, winning them. That was brilliant today. The girls were outstanding. And then I think, we're a great footballing side. You look at 16, 17 chances we've created today, 5 on target. Set pieces, we look an absolute threat as well. So we can create a multitude of opportunities, threats from all areas of the pitch. And when it clicks, which it looks like we're very close now, we're going to be a very strong side indeed.
Just one last question on the fans, because you've spoken there about, was it 17 chances, did you say?
Yeah.
17 chances at goal. And you could hear the fans going through every wave of emotion that I think you guys were going through as well. How much does that mean to you guys? Can you feel it where you are?
Yeah, look, I think the fans have been brilliant. Of course, they're frustrated. They want to see us putting more points up on the board. And I understand that, you know, we want to be winning games of football, but, you know, we've got a run of games now where we should be picking up points. And I think if we put in those performances every single week now, which has to be the level, you know, that has to be the bare minimum, there's no reason why we can't go on a run of our own now and you know, look forward to those top 3 spots. So we need them to stick with us. We heard them today. You know, I could feel the energy from the fans as well. We're on a journey and it's important that they stick with us on that. But yeah, if they just keep getting behind the players like they did today, their energy drives us forward and, you know, the results will come.
Chloe, a tough loss there, of course, but I'd say the second half performance from you guys was absolutely brilliant to watch and a shame. How did you assess that game?
Yeah, probably similar to a lot of the games that we've come out on the wrong side of, to be honest. We don't start well enough and then we build into the game and we're pushing and then unfortunately we just can't find that clinical touch in the final third. So it's extremely disappointing. I mean, as I said, credit to Charlton. They made it difficult for us. They're a top side. That's why they're top of the league at the moment. So credit to them. But yeah, we just need to find a way to be more clinical because it's really hurting us at the moment.
I mean, the last 2 fixtures that you have had are always going to be tough when you're facing number 1 and 2 in the league that you're playing in. But in terms of improvements that you saw in the side and felt playing there on the pitch from last week, what did you make of that?
Yeah, we've brought some great quality into the side. You know, Alana Murphy's come in. She's not had a huge amount of game time and she's had an outstanding 90 plus minutes. Obviously, Joy's trying to build into the team as well. Leanne coming off the bench and we've got plenty more where that came from. So yeah, we just have to hope that, you know, we get January out of the way and we've had some tough teams, as you mentioned yourself. So we need to keep building, keep momentum, keep the faith and hope that we just keep to build towards 3 points in games to come.
You've touched on a couple of names there, but we got to see 4 of the 7 new signings in the January window play today here at the City Ground. Just in terms of them settling in, the transitions that have to be made from everybody in training and on the pitch, how have you found that over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, fine, to be honest. The girls have been fantastic. You know, it's been a big change for them to come in halfway through the season into a team, but credit to the girls and the staff that are here have integrated them well, and then credit to them, they've just taken it in their stride. So yeah, it's been fine, but we need time to really kind of build connections. You can see a little bit of that today, especially in the second half. So look, there's still a lot of games to be played and we're hoping to get 3 points in most of the games that are left.
Because of international break and a break in fixtures between February and March, you will get that time eventually. But before then, it's a trip away to Sunderland. What are you expecting from that game? Is it a real chance for you guys to get some improvements and start looking at the table?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a game where you know, we hope to get 3 points. I think on paper we're probably the better side, and that's what we can say for a lot of the games. But yeah, games aren't played on paper, so we have to show up, especially going away to Sunderland. It'll be a very difficult fixture. They have some very good players and they're well drilled defensively as well and on transition. So we'll have to be ready, and as always, we'll prepare professionally and we'll be ready to go up there and fight for those 3 points.
And just one last word on the fans. They were brilliant today. They always are. Yeah. But I feel like every emotion that we kind of could feel that you guys were feeling on the pitch, they were right there with you. Is that something that you guys benefited from and can feel?
Oh, 100%. We can hear them even from the warm-up all the way through to after the game. They're there every single week. So credit to them. It's been, as you said, not only a difficult season for us, but for them as well. And every single one of those fans means a lot to us. And we hear them throughout the game and they spur us on. So, yeah, we really need them to stick with us and hopefully we'll have some better performances and 3 points to follow.
Georgia, a difficult result to take there, but in terms of positives to take away from Forest performance, some really good play specifically in that second half there. What did you think?
Yeah, we were told to bounce back this week and I think we did that. The performance was excellent. I can't fault the girls. Really proud. It's just unfortunate that we didn't hit the back of the net today, but we go again.
You said it there, really. Looking on last week's fixture against Birmingham City, then coming into this game playing league leaders, you knew they were going to be 2 tough games. But in terms of improvement, and I guess tell us more insight of how hard you have worked this week to come out and show us that performance there.
Yeah, we've had a real positive week of training and look, we're a good side. It's a journey that we're on, but we're going to roll our sleeves up. We said this week we can beat anyone on our day. We've shown that today. We put in a good performance and we've got 7 big games to go and we're here ready to fight.
How much of a statement do you think it is of how much you held the league leaders at bay in that second half? Rarely getting chances at goal for Charlton in that last 45 minutes. And for you guys, some real near misses, wasn't there?
Yeah, like I said, we are a good side, and once we click and get going, we're going to be super dangerous. So stick with us because it is coming.
In terms of you guys clicking, you've of course got 7 new faces introduced to the team this January. From a captain's point of view, how well has it been going, and how important is it that you guys try and gel as quick as you can now?
Yeah, it's been so positive. The girls that have come in, the great girls, they've brought so much energy. And you've seen with like some of the home debuts today, they were absolutely excellent. So can't fault them, and long may that continue.
Next game then ahead is Sunderland away, and then you get a little break before getting back to things. What's going to be important now mentality-wise for you guys to kick on, take the positives from these last couple of games and really start to look at the table?
Yeah, that's it. Just keep being positive, get back on the training pitch, keep working hard, and we go again. And big game against Sunderland, but one that we're going to win.